We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. Whit Merrifield may be looking to go deep here as he and his team trail by 1 here in the 9th. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Left side. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
The catcher, number 13, Salvador Perez.
Ready for another shot now. Salvador Perez. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. First offering on its way. Hit back up the middle. Segura has it. Cano for 1. Back to first. It's a double play right when he needed it, and this ball game is over.
Man, they battled right to the end, getting the tying run aboard in the 9th, but that's where the threat ended as they turned to double play to finish this one once and for all.
A close one. 8-7 is how it finishes today. Seattle jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. James Paxton takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Edwin Diaz wraps it up for the save, his second. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 8 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. The Kansas City Royals batting here in the bottom of the inning, looking to send these fans home happy with a walk-off win. Here's the first pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it. He makes the catch, and the winning run is left stranded. One left for Kansas City. Score remains tied 6 apiece. Here's Chris Young.
Leading off for the Angels, the designated hitter, Chris Young.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Now he chops at a sinker here as this one's topped foul off to the right. The next 0-2. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
You just sensed it was coming with the heaviness of the rain, and all the radar maps that we're seeing online lead us to believe this will be at least an hour.
Matt, this has the makings of we're going to see 2 different pitchers come out after this delay. The conditions are bad. It looks like this rain is going to be around for a while. I'd be a bit surprised if either of these pitchers come back out.
And welcome back inside the ballpark as the weather has finally cleared up. Kelvin Herrera comes on as the new pitcher following the lengthy delay, and it looks like he's just about ready to go. Into the box, Martin Maldonado. He swings and grounds it to short. Escobar fields it cleanly, and he's going to beat the offline throw to first as the first baseman couldn't get the foot back in time.
You know, D-Roll, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Here's a pop-up now, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now the 0-2 pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters, and go grab some bench.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. She'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike 1. Past meetings with Kelvin Herrera, he's 0 for 4. Little dribbler up the first baseline. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Angels leave 1. Weird still tied 6-6. Ready for another chance, Arthur Stefanelli.
Leading off for the Royals, first baseman, Arthur Stefanelli.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Trout. He can't make a play on it, and it hops into the stands to boot for a ground rule double. So now the winning run is into scoring position.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now. High and deep to right center. Trout giving chase. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
The right fielder, number 12, Jorge.
In is Jorge Soler, and he might very well get 4 wide ones here to try to set up a double play ball that could still get him out of here tied. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit, and they're going to walk off as winners. They've taken it here in extra innings.
Hey, this game looked like it was going to be one of those wild ones right from the beginning. But when you could win this thing in walk-off fashion, what a way to win a ball game. A walk-off win?
Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through and it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run. So without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
A tire this evening. From my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Jesse Hahn is on the mound looking to keep this game tied, but these fans are hoping to celebrate a walk-off victory. In there at the letters 0-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
And it's quickly 0-2.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Hahn gets the sign. Here's the 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first down.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
In now, Yonhervis Solarte. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. One out, nobody on. Gets a small piece near the plate. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Borges will take this one in for out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, Randall Richard.
Digging in once again, Randall Grichuk. He went down on strikes last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. Two out, nobody on. Popped him up. Moustakas in foul ground. And no problem with that one as we are headed for extra innings. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. This ball game still tied 5-all. Digging in to try it again, Salvador Perez. He'll be the one to lead it off here in the top of inning number 10. First offering on its way. Hit in the air to center field. Hernandez is there, and he has it for the first out.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jorge Soler. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. He's set, and the pitch. Dribbled up the line. Donaldson ranges to his right on the first, and it's a very quick start to the 10th. Already 2 away here.
Batter number 7, designated hitter, Ryan Goins.
Riding in once again, Ryan Goins. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Grichuk going back on it, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he's in at third base safely, so the go-ahead run is right there with 2 gone.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know it, one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
Stepping in now, Billy Burns. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. And that will fall as he comes through. It's a base hit. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for KC. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Royals 6, the Blue Jays 5. Ready for another shot now. Troy Tulowitzki. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles.
Troy Tulowitzki.
Pablo Oliveros is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right.
Number 19, Pablo Oliveros.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
He might want that pitch back. Up and away, that's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Swing and a line drive to center field. And Tulowitzki's got himself a base hit. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Kelvin Herrera enters the game here an inning later than usual as he'll try to close this one out in the 10th. Standing in now, Kevin Pillar. And they'll play for the tie here as he puts this one down. There's one on to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
That's a really tough double play to turn when the first baseman has to field it coming off the bag and then make a throw to second while the runner is going down the line. Couldn't complete the double play, but at least they got one out.
Russell Martin now. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And Martin swings and misses that time on a good pitch, and he's gone on strikes for out number 2.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Devin Travis. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Has a look, now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Nope. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Pillar is off of first with 2 away. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Devin Travis. Final strike for the Blue Jays. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. Kansas City came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Jesse Hahn claims the win out of the pen, his first. Kelvin Herrera closes the door. And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Peter Borges is looking to go deep. He is a home run shy of the cycle, so we shall see if he's got it in him right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looped out toward third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Royals leave 1. And the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Beautiful Union Station lit up here in Kansas City tonight as we're set for the remainder of this one. Ready now for the White Sox. Omar Narvaez. He flew out in his last at-bat. No outs, nobody on. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Borges on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jacob May. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. And now this crowd of around 24,000 supporters come to their feet. Lifted the other way to left center. Borges on the run. And he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
10-3 at the end of this contest. The Kansas City Royals came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Danny Duffy earns his first win of the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Carlos Rodon worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. Jason Hamill still on the mound to start this 9th inning. He's got a shutout working to this point, so he can finish this thing off. Stefanelli in foul ground. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Oliveros giving chase. Makes the play, 1 away. So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. Career numbers against Jason Hamill. He brings a more than respectable .357 batting average. In there, 0-1.
So far, this has been a very productive outing. We're into the middle innings of this one, and his pitch count is down, and this might be one of those starts where he can work deep into this game, possibly into the 8th or 9th inning.
And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Davidson. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Backhanded. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
3-0 the final score in this one today. Kansas City jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jason Hamill earns the win, his second. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 34 minutes. A reminder that Royals Express.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Mike Moustakas may be looking to go deep here as he and his team trail by 1 here in the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him. A bouncer to the left side. Devers fields it cleanly. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. In is Jorge Soler. And in previous meetings with Craig Kimbrell, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard hit toward the hole. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And it bangs off the monster. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Into the box now, Ryan Goins. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. This is pulled into right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter, number 2.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Alcides Escobar, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll put this one away. And the Red Sox have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over.
Well, they sure made it interesting in the ninth, but they leave the tying run stranded at second and the winning run helplessly at first. Could have gone either way, but we were treated to a great battle.
A 1-run finish, an 8-7 game tonight. The Red Sox used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Rick Porcello earns his first win of the season. Craig Kimbrell records the save. And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. The Kansas City Royals are batting here in the bottom of the inning, looking to send these fans home happy with a walk-off win. Here's the first pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And there's out number 2.
The right fielder, number 19, Pablo Olivera.
At the plate, Pablo Olivera. He's got a chance to win it here, but with a couple of bases open, they might think about working around him. Here's the first pitch. Hit down the line at first. This is foul for the first strike. The 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Goodrum moves over. And no problem with that one as we are headed for extra innings. One left for Kansas City. Still tied 1 apiece. And that'll bring up Mikey Mato. His past history with Hyun-Jin Ryu. He's 0 for 5.
Mikey Mato.
Grounder down the line at third. Oh, look at the sliding stop. It's there, and he's out. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Next up for Detroit, James McCann. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. No balls and a strike to count. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Here's Leonis Martin as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here comes Ryu, 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Ready with another 0-2. Just missed with a breaking ball.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hard hit ball to short. Escobar has it. And there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Tigers, left fielder, Nico Goodrum.
Now at the plate, Nico Goodrum. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
And it's fouled away. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Good pitch, and I think he locked him up, but he wasn't rewarded for it this time.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Chasing after it is Burns. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So only 1 hit in the inning on the solo shot, but it's enough to push him out in front. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. Detroit is out in front 2-1. Alex Wilson enters the game here an inning later than usual as he'll try to close this one out in the 10th. Billy Burns will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Coming to the plate now, Arthur Stefanelli. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. To first. Glove by Cabrera, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
With Merrifield next to hit. Past numbers against Alex Wilson. He's gone 3 for 4. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a liner. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. And the 2-out hit extends the inning for Salvador Perez.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And that's going to do it as the catch is made, and the Tigers have come back to even up this 4-game series at a game apiece as this one is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Travis Wood gets the win in relief, his second of the year. Alex Wilson